This was supposed to be the week where Eric Bischoff fully takes over SmackDown Live. That was not the case, as Eric Bischoff was not at SmackDown Live and had nothing to do with SmackDown Live. What did we get tonight? We got a town hall meeting with everybody on stage wanting to voice their opinion on Shane McMahon and things going on SmackDown Live. We had Daniel Bryan supposed to be giving us a career-altering announcement. We had the Wild Card Rule, of course, being abused as usual, which it needs to die fast. We had rematches from Extreme Rules. We had a tag team match we were advertised last week. The Idiotics make fools of themselves again and make the women's tag team championships more and more relevant as we go on. And Buddy Murphy and the AOP make their SmackDown Live debuts in the most uncreative, unimaginative ways you possibly could. Oh my goodness, this was not a good show, this was not a bad show, it was just a show. And again, I will talk about this again. SmackDown Live leagues better than Monday Night Raw every single time, and the biggest reason is that SmackDown Live has the ability to go to picture-in-picture outside of the main event, which they've been going to commercial about 10 minutes, coming back with 10 minutes left, so you get about a 9-minute match usually, which is fine. But they get picture-in-picture while Monday Night Raw still has to suffer through quick matches that are over within 2 or 3 minutes. Or it's an elimination match, which went 20 minutes with those women, which Alexa Bliss has been justifiably so destroyed on Twitter, and she's just like not happy about it, which I wouldn't be either. But here's the thing, Alexa. Get better in the fucking ring or stay out of the fucking ring. We go to a video package early today. Shane is in security. He says his guest Kevin Owens has arrived and they know what to do when he walks in any minute now. As things get out of hand, Shane greets Owens and says he heard him loud and clear. Shane says Owens ranting gave him the idea of the first ever SmackDown town hall in case the other superstars want to vent. They have some words and Owens says Shane needs to look at his contract because he's employed by WWE, not Shane. Shane says WWE is owned by his family, and like it or not, he is Owens' boss. Shane says he will not tolerate Owens going out there and lying about him on TV. Gives Owens the night off and tells him he's not allowed in the building. Shane tells Owens good night and leave, or as you say, au revoir. Live from the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts, as Tom Phillips welcomes here. He joins us by Corey Graves and Brian Saxton. The entire Blue Brand roster is on the stage, of course, minus Kevin Owens. Shane is in the ring. He cuts it to a video package of the highlights from Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane and Drew McIntyre at Extreme Rules. We come back and Greg Hamilton, which should be his personal ring announcer for as long as Shane McMahon's on TV, because he does this grand introduction of the best in the world that puts anyone else who does it to shame. Mike Rome, I'm sorry, dude, you should not even be allowed to do it anymore. Greg Hamilton should be the only person allowed to do the best in the world. That's the only thing I can say about that. He takes it all in while he posts in the corner, and Shane takes the mic as a "you suck" chant comes in. Shane says Kevin Owens has the night off and he's not allowed in the building, but Owens did give him the idea for the first ever town hall. Shane says he will be happy to listen to any superstars as long as they are respectful. Respectful and don't, do what Kevin Owens did. Says let's get started and ask who wants to go first, and Roman finally steps up to the mic for a pop. Reigns says Shane doesn't get it. No one in this room respects him as far as diplomacy goes. Shane can kiss my ass. Fans, of course, pop to that. Shane says that's not exactly respectful, so Roman will be fine and Shane will deal with him later. And that is the last time we saw Roman Reigns for tonight. Unfortunately, this will not be the last time we see Shane McMahon on this night. Shane says, fans boo. Shane's asked if anyone else wants to call. He calls out Charlotte, and she says she has something to say. But kisses up to Shane and says, from one family to another, thank you. And the McMahons have been nothing but gracious to her ever since the day she was born. Really now? Really? Because didn't you make your television debut on an episode of WCW Nitro or Thunder when your brother David Flair and Vince Russo invaded your guys' house? Yeah, sure. And it makes her sick that Owens would take advantage of her. And Liv Morgan steps up and interrupts, asking Flair to stop being a phony for once in her life. Liv asks if there's anything real about Flair. No, not really. Flair asks who is she and if she even works here. And Flair says because we're all born with blue tongues, and she didn't even know Liv worked here until Owens belched her name out last week. I have to agree with Charlotte there. I forgot Liv Morgan worked here because Liv Morgan has been MIA since this entire Superstar Shakeup, where she was moved to SmackDown Live away from the Riot Squad. So I can agree with that. It's like, where has she been? I know on Twitter she's been putting out pictures, like one-hit pictures. Where's Liv? Find her, whatever. But yeah, this is the first time this is Liv Morgan's debut on SmackDown as well since post Superstar Shakeup. Liv says because of people like Flair, that people like her don't get opportunities, and Shane cuts him off. Shane calls up Buddy Murphy. Yes, Buddy Murphy. The WWE's best kept secret. The best kept secret guy. Who hasn't had a match on television since WrestleMania. This is his debut. 3-4 months after being moved to SmackDown Live in the Superstar Shakeup, his debut is in a speaking segment. Would Buddy Murphy have a match on SmackDown Live this week? Hell no. Let's just keep waiting. Buddy says Owen did mention his name last week, but he doesn't need Owens to fight his battles. Murphy says Owens should keep his name out of his mouth before he gets it slapped out. Shane is impressed with this, of course, and says he will be talking with Buddy later on, and he's no longer the best kept secret. Shane calls on the mic for Apollo Crews. Crews says everyone agrees with what Owen said last week. And then Zelina and Andrade take a mic because there were two mics set up in front of them, so you can have one half of the room, the stage, and the other half of the stage talk. Vega doesn't appreciate that Crews is trying to kiss up to the WWE Universe. Vega challenges Crews to face Andrade tonight. Andrade speaks in Spanish and then yells at Crews. The guitar hits, and out comes Elias to the front. He starts his promo, but new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day, stop him, calling the biggest jackass in history, which got muted. Of course, as you know, Shane was like, let's keep this clean. Even though, Kofi Kingston a couple weeks ago flipped the bird, but that's not that. Kofi won't say that he likes Owens because they don't, but he's making good points. Kofi points to how long it took him to get a WWE title shot. Kofi says everyone on this stage has potential to do great things, but Shane isn't giving opportunities. Kofi's mic gets cut. Shane apologizes. Shane says he thought the meeting went well. It's a great start. He thanks everyone for coming and says the first SmackDown Town Hall has concluded. And he is about ready to leave as the music hits when Cesaro comes down the ramp with a mic and says he has something to say. Shane says Cesaro's on Raw and asks why is he here. Cesaro says he is here under the wild card rule, which that's wild card rule number 1. And he's here to issue a challenge. He challenges Aleister Black to pick a fight with him in a rematch from Extreme Rules. Shane makes the match official. Goes on speaking when Owens suddenly appears from behind and fans start cheering. Shane turns around and looks like he botches a stunner, which he does, but Rowan drops him with a stunner again. Owens retreats to the crowd as fans cheer him on. Owens stomps on the stairs with the crowd and stares at Shane as he recovers in the ring, and we go to commercial break. Again, this would not be the last time we see Shane tonight. Of course, typical heel fashion, Shane McMahon gets brutalized, beaten, victimized, and destroyed at Sunday's pay-per-view and is back on Tuesday. You gave us Monday Night Raw off from Shane McMahon, but you had to put him back on Tuesday night, didn't you? Cesaro versus Aleister Black, which was the first match of the night. This match went about this match actually got a commercial break in between it because of picture-in-picture. This match showed what WWE can do with picture-in-picture on Monday Night Raw and how to get Monday Night Raw to feel a little bit better and not so rushed with the matches. Black Mass out of nowhere. Aleister Black wins this match after about 5-6 minutes plus a commercial break. So Black, I honestly felt, we're getting a match between these two again. WWE couldn't help themselves, but my fear was this would be prototypical WWE. Let's have him go out there in 50-50 with Cesaro. My thing is, if this is it for Cesaro and Black, if they want to build Black up going into SummerSlam and I would say I want to see him against Shinsuke Nakamura, but I think it's a little too early. They have to still build him up. But this is WWE, who gave Shinsuke Nakamura the Intercontinental title after being MIA for about 3 or 4 months. So, by all means, if we can have Black versus Shinsuke Nakamura at SummerSlam, it would not surprise me, and I would not be mad. Dolph Ziggler's backstage with Shane, so that's Shane McMahon for 2 nights. Two times tonight. He wants to teach Owens a lesson, but Shane says he's probably long gone by now. Ziggler thinks he can get Owens to come back for the main event. Shane tells him to do it, and the match will be on. We see Charlotte Flair walk into the ring because she's going to face Liv Morgan next. Backstage, back from break, and we see Daniel Bryan's post-Extreme Rules promo where he said he has to go where he's never gone before. And Graves did mention, like, where is Daniel Bryan going to go? He's done everything, so where could he have gone and he's never gone before? We don't know. We go to the ring and out comes Charlotte Flair. Liv Morgan is out next. Liv poses on the ropes as Flair stares her down from the ring. Why? I've seen video. I've seen actual video of somebody posted on YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram or something where Liv Morgan wrestled a match at a house show recently. I think it was last weekend. She came out to her NXT music. So why the hell is she coming out to the Riot Squad theme tonight? Somebody tell me that. Liv Morgan actually looked pretty good in this match for the little bit that she got. She got a Hurricane Rana takedown, missile drop kick. She poses a little bit, does a little like flat on her stomach with her hand up like this. The Flair ends up winning this with a figure 8 after she powerbombs Liv Morgan, who did look good in this match. After the match, Liv Morgan, after Flair leaves, Liv Morgan gets up. She's on the apron down by where the announce table is. She literally looks like she's crying. She takes Corey Graves' headset, snatches it, and says, Charlotte was right, and when I come back, I'm going to be real. Walks off limping with tears in her eyes. So I don't know where they're going with this, but if it gives Liv Morgan a chance to do something, then I'm fine with it. The only fear I had is this would have been WWE been like, well, Charlotte Flair's back. She beat Liv Morgan. She's going to be number 1 contender going into SummerSlam. And the way things look after tonight, thank God that's not going to happen. Ember Moon backstage as she's going to be facing off against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville with a partner of her choosing. Now, going into this show, I was on the impression that we were going to see Carmella, who has had problems with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville as well, going up, teaming with Ember Moon, which in my opinion would have been probably a bad thing. But they did go with the Smackdown Live Women's Champion, Bayley. We see how they showed how Bayley retained over Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss on Sunday. This match was a squash match. They squashed Fire and Desire quite quick. Bayley to belly to Deville. Ember Moon with an Eclipse off the top rope. There really wasn't much to talk about this match. It was done in quick, very, very quick. After the match, Bayley and Ember Moon stand tall as Ember music hits. We go to replays. Kayla Braxton enters the ring and asks Bayley about her challenge for SummerSlam. She says she's glad her chapter with Alexa Bliss has ended, so she can get back to the original plan to elevate the women's division, which I'm glad that they took that stab at Alexa Bliss, and that is it for Alexa Bliss. Bliss should not get another title shot for the rest of the year. There are other women on these brands that deserve title shots over Alexa Bliss. Bayley wants to face someone who's worthy of a shot, who has charisma, who she's never faced before, who'll be dedicated to the title if they win. Bayley looks over at Moon, and that is all you need to know. Kayla asks if she's up for it. Moon says, hell yeah. Looks like she might have a match at SummerSlam, and that's all of that. Now, that screams SummerSlam. That is a SummerSlam-worthy match. Not Charlotte versus Bayley, not Alexa Bliss versus Bayley again, not anybody else. Without Sasha Banks turning heel and going up against Bayley, this is a SummerSlam-worthy match, and you don't have to turn either one of them heel. This is one of those rare cases that you have a babyface versus babyface, and this match should be fucking awesome. Let these two go out there and give you 15, 20 minutes, minus entrances, 15, 20 minutes, and they will steal the fucking show. I guarantee it. The team of Kairi Sane and Asuka versus women's tag team titles, the women's champions, the Idiotics, are up later. We see Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura backstage with Charlie Caruso, which they're just switching out who. Nakamura says he's now free to rain down chaos on the whole WWE Universe, and Ali walks up and congratulates him. Ali walks away and Nakamura stares him down, so it looks like the next challenger for Nakamura is going to be Ali, which I could say Aleister Black, but I think Black still needs to go a little bit longer, get a couple more wins under his belt. Black is not to lose until for a while. Black should not lose for a while. But Ali versus Nakamura, that should be interesting. I'd love to see what these guys can do together. Back from break, and we're supposed to have Daniel Bryan coming out to talk about his career-altering announcement, but we get the New Day. They congratulate all of each other for the big wins on Extreme Rules. Big E mocks Daniel Bryan in his announcement. Big E goes on to accept a Bryan's tag team title rematch before he even asked for it, which I don't know if he was going to do that, but that's what they all assumed. Bryan looks to speak, but he changes his mind. He turns around and walks away, comes back out, gets a little bit closer to the ring, turns around, walks away. He does it one more time, doesn't speak, looks around the crowd as the crowd is chanting New Day rocks, and he drops the mic and leaves. So, what was the fucking point? I don't know. Out comes Samoa Joe as he looks on for the ring. He says he seems Bryan is in the mood for championship opportunities, but he does not suffer from that. He said he knocks Woods and Big E for challenges and puts Kofi up and says, if you want to put your title on the line right now, I will gladly take it from you. But out comes Elias. Elias says, with all due respect, Joe, you had hit your chance at Extreme Rules and it didn't work out. Elias says if anyone is primed to be ready to take the title from Kofi, it is him. And out comes Randy Orton, and you know where this is going. Orton wants a title shot. Kofi and Big E and Xavier Woods all expect a 6-man tag match between these guys. And what do we have, player? We have a 6-man tag team match. Orton, but before we got to that, Orton said, 6-man, I'm good. Tossed the mic and was about ready to leave, and I wish he would have kept on walking. But Kofi takes the mic and taunts Orton and says, for being a Viper, you seem a little limp. Orton turns around, and it's on. We get a 6-man tag match. The New Day versus Elias, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton. Oh yeah, by the way, Eric Bischoff was not a part of the show again. Might I add to that? So no change here. This is just another prototypical WWE show. Orton ends up picking the win on this match as his team wins. Orton pins Kofi Kingston after a Trouble in Paradise to the ribs of Elias, sends him gone. But Orton hits an RKO off of that for the win. After the match, Orton stands tall as the music kicks and we go to replays. And that is actually, if you think about it, this is the second official match that Kofi Kingston has lost since WrestleMania. Yes, I know it's his third defeat actually, because he did lose a fall in the 2 out of 3 falls match he had with Ziggler a couple weeks ago. But only Samoa Joe and Randy Orton have pinned or submitted or passed out Kofi Kingston since WrestleMania. This probably confirms Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam, which means Kofi's probably going to lose his title at SummerSlam to Randy Orton. Now, I would really love and hope that they go there, but of course, as we know, in 2009, I believe it was, Kofi Kingston was primed to become a challenger for the WWE Championship right after he dropped his Jamaican accent. Randy Orton bitched a fit, complained, and pretty much politic backstage that Kofi Kingston and got Kofi Kingston's push canceled. Basically, after a match where Kofi Kingston was supposed to get the punt to the head, but wouldn't stay down. It's the video that you see online where Randy Orton, I think, RKO's him and says, "Stay down, stupid, stupid," and that was it for Kofi Kingston for about 11 years. So, if they can play off of that going into SummerSlam, that's going to be fucking awesome. But this match is needed for Kofi. If Kofi beats Orton, then I don't know if he beats him, but Orton's going to probably beat Kofi going into SummerSlam. Orton's going to be champion going into Clash of Champions and I think Clash of Champions, and possibly a feud with Roman Reigns. So yes, Orton and Reigns it's going to probably go Kofi to Orton and Orton to Reigns. That's how they're going to do this. Owens versus Ziggler is the main event. We have Carmella is looking for the 24/7 champion R-Truth. He's hiding in what looks like an old washing machine, and apparently he's stuck. Carmella helps him out and suggests Truth go to Comic-Con to hide for potential challenges. It looks like they're going to San Diego. Oh boy, so apparently WWE is going to do something at San Diego Comic-Con. Whoop-de-doo. Tag team title match, Kairi Sane and Asuka versus the Idiotics. This match went about 4 minutes. Asuka, I think it was Asuka. Asuka ends up dropping Kay in the big kick, and she screams out and she rolls out to the floor. Royce checks on Kay. The referee is at like a 7 count. Kay looks like she's going to get back to the ring. It's at 8. Royce pulls her down, and what does Asuka do? Stands in the ring and just menacingly looks like that. Instead of running out there, grabbing her opponent and putting her back in the ring, Asuka and Kairi Sane win by fucking count out. Not only does it make the tag team titles look even more worthless, it makes Kairi Sane and Asuka look absolutely fucking stupid. The fact that these two fought and got a number 1 contenders match in Japan, they won that match to let this team go out there and make them look like fucking idiots. Asuka knocks her out of the ring, and usually when you knock somebody out to the ring and you know championship advantage is on the opponent's side, you go out and you get them and put them back in the ring. You didn't do that there, did you, Asuka? They made Asuka look so fucking stupid. More stupid than she did when she lost the women's title to Charlotte before WrestleMania. 2 weeks before WrestleMania, mind you. They aren't happy. They attack the Idiotics. They launch Kay into the barrier. Asuka brings Royce in the ring and levels her with a big kick to the head. Sane goes up the top and insane elbow on Royce to end that segment. So basically, Kairi Sane and Asuka are sore losers because they look like fucking idiots coming out of this. They really do. They look like fucking idiots. We see Andrade and Zelina backstage walking in commotion. We have Apollo Crews versus Andrade. This match was short, not sweet, and over in about 2 minutes, and Apollo Crews wins by a roll-up. Again, not much to this match. Another one of those matches that it's like, you have picture-in-picture. Do you only have a limit to how many of those you can do? Apollo Crews wins. Vega and Andrade are shocked. He makes his exit, and that was that. Nothing special. The show was put out with Bray Wyatt the night before, which was awesome. And then we go to our main event, Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens after we come back from break. This one we just saw on Sunday. That won 20 seconds. Why, oh fucking why, am I watching this match to see it go as long as it did? It went 20 seconds on Sunday. Why am I going to watch this match again and care? Did this match have a no contest, or we have a winner here? We have a no contest here. Basically what happened is we get towards the end of this match, and Shane McMahon has to rear his ugly head with the B Team, the Authors of Pain, making their Smackdown Live debut after being off television due to injuries to one of them for about 6 or 7 months. Buddy Murphy, Drew McIntyre, pretty much every heel on Smackdown Live. You had Andrade, you had Cesaro, you had all these heels coming out. Look like a zigzag as, okay, let's see. Drew McIntyre, Elias, B-Team, Authors of Pain, Andrade, Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Shelton Benjamin, and Buddy Murphy, and a couple others. Owens is distracted, zigzag, no 2 count. Owens goes headfirst into the post a couple times. Stunner, 1, 2, Shane pulls him out. He hits him with the stunner. He retreats. And SmackDown goes off the air as Shane McMahon recovers. There was no end to the no contest, no winner. So that was that. SmackDown Live goes off the air with us wondering. This was definitely not an Eric Bischoff episode. Eric Bischoff still hasn't. Eric Bischoff, this is 3 weeks since he's been announced as executive director. This was supposed to be his episode to start out with, and he wasn't here. So Eric Bischoff had nothing to do with SmackDown. I don't think he can do much anything else. A lot of people are posting online that, oh, he quit already, which would not surprise me. But that was SmackDown Live. Not a good show, not a bad show, just a show. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Find me on twitch.tv/TheFranceClub. Find me on Twitter @TheFranceClub, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT as Adam Cole, baby, puts the NXT Championship on the line against who? We'll only find out tomorrow. Until then, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good one.